Hi, and welcome to winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot, and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here to tell you all about wine, hopefully help you find the wine, if not the wines, that you will absolutely love. That wine that is going to blow you out of the park. That wine that you're just going to wonder how your life has been the same, how you've existed without finding that particular wine before. That's our goal. That's what we're trying to do, isn't it, John?
That's exactly, those exact words, that's what we're trying to do, John.
Exactly. So on this occasion, we are tasting an Zinfandel. California, I think about 80% of Zinfandels are from California, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely the majority, yeah.
Yeah. So it's California. It's called Carnivor. And in the UK, I know you can get it from Sainsbury's, probably other places, and obviously it's from the USA. I'm sure it's available all over the world. It's a very popular brand, so we thought we'd give it a go. And it's a long while since we've tasted a Zinfandel on the channel.
I can't remember the last one we did, John.
No, I can't. So in terms of, before we sort of get into this, what would you say would you say this is like a steak wine?
Yeah, the Zinfandel does tend to be that one that you would go, because generally Zinfandels do tend to be big beasties, usually quite high in tannins as well, which is absolutely just perfect with your steak generally.
Excellent. Okay, well, should we have a little look at it first and then have a little sniff of it, maybe even a taste?
Oh, John, keep talking.
Wow, so this is very deep, isn't it? The light's just not getting through that. That is solid.
That is a proper, that is a thick piece of wine, isn't it?
I hate to be indiscreet, but I think I see like a sort of, I know that might be the table when I said that, because the table is brown in front of us, but I just see a tawny sort of ring
on the edges. For me, it doesn't seem to change much because it's so...
Maybe it's just a reflection from the table, because you've got yours up against a white piece of paper. I'll just
professional.
I know we're still sort of being very careful here because of COVID.
You're getting that much
stretch. Yeah.
She's got straws, right? But yeah, lovely colour that.
Beautiful colour. Shall I go on the nose?
Oh, let's.
Wow, that's powerful. I'm getting cherry.
Yeah.
Black cherry, would you say?
I got a bit excited when I said that. Yeah, but you are right. Yeah, it's the black cherry. And it's just when you get your nose right in, your black cherry's there, and that kind of there's a lot of fruit in there. But then I just caught a little glimpse. I was just going sniffing out, and it was, I don't know, a little bit lighter. There was something more subtle about it, but
a lighter red fruit, or
possibly, yeah.
This reminds me of a smell at the bottom of the garden I used to smell near my dad's shed.
I don't know if I want to ask you anymore, John, but I better do I. Go on, John.
No, I don't know what it was. Just there's a smell there that was just reminds me of that smell.
At the bottom, your dad's shed at the bottom of the garden.
Dad's shed at the bottom of the garden. Yeah, sorry, not the bottom of the shed, the bottom of the garden.
Well, to be fair, that is what a lot of people do get when you smell something. It evokes a memory, doesn't it, of something?
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever heard.
No, I don't think he was growing Zinfandel grapes anyway. Not in the middle of London, I don't think. Not back in the 50s, for sure.
Yeah, you just never know. Right, I'm going to get... Yeah, it's nice, but I'm going to get on and have a taste.
Yeah, let's have a taste.
Oh.
That's nice. That's very nice.
That is proper delivery. That is a mouth filling. Oh. Right.
It's when you taste a wine like that, you sort of instantly know why in sort of people that talk about wine, why they have a term called a mouthfeel, which, until I sort of got into it, I thought, well, how pretentious. But with that particular one, it's just got a lovely feel to your mouth when you drink it. It's lovely.
It has. They almost have, some wines have different textures. And that almost, like you say, that mouthfeel, a different texture on the inside of your mouth, on your tongue, it just works. And that, I think flavour-wise, it's dipping in and out of stuff. Getting that cherry's there. But it's also, I mean, at the very end, I'm actually getting strawberry as well.
Are you?
Little strawberry, which I didn't expect from the nose. Definitely not from the nose. And then tasting it when I first got that nice mouthfeel, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be big, like almost full-on jammy, syrupy. And I got nearly that to begin with. Enough of that, but then it lightens up.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Lightens
it does.
up.
And the other thing that, again, sort of just beginning this journey of wine tasting, I just recognised cherry before, but now I do see the sort of subtle difference between a dark cherry, a black cherry, and a red cherry. This is definitely a dark black cherry.
Yeah, it's almost like the skin of a black cherry. Well, that's probably where that tanning bit comes in as well, because the tannins are sitting really pretty there. They're there, but they're nice, soft, but apparent. They are still there nicely.
Would you say, because when you were talking about the skin then, it made me think of black cherry jam, and it has got a slight jamminess. It's not a full-on jammy wine, but it has got a slight jamminess to it.
I think that's coming from the lovely tannins, which are sitting nicely without being too overly drying as such. And because of that, I think so this point is not sweet, but because it's not overtly dry, nothing like that, I think you can get that cherry. Yeah, I'll go with that, John. I will.
But it's a very. I mean, that is a solid bottle of wine. Again, now we're talking £8 as well. You know, that is a solid bottle of wine, isn't it? A solid glass of wine for £8 a bottle. Yeah.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, it is. You know, someone has said to me that's, I just said, oh, that's 10, 12, 14 pounds. It's not something I would have gone, oh, you've been robbed. That is exceptional value.
If you were buying wine in a restaurant as well, you could easily pay 25, 30 quid for that, I'd say, in a restaurant, and not be disappointed.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And in fact, one of the things I'm finding now, because you've taken me down this path, John, is that quite often in restaurants I am disappointed with the wines. And partly because obviously I'm not going to pay over a certain amount for them.
No, John, no. I can't believe that for 1 minute. It's true. I've been in restaurants with him.
Yeah, so I really am sort of thinking, well, in a restaurant, I'm thinking, well, and so some restaurants I don't have wine because I think I'm not really going to enjoy it because I'm not going to pay that price for it. So I'm not really going to enjoy it. So I don't have wine.
What do you, ale instead?
Yeah, quite often. Yeah.
Oh well, you can match a decent ale to food as well.
Yeah.
So some of the craft ales. Yeah, brilliant.
Timothy Taylor, landlord, is very, very big favourite of mine.
Timmy Taylor's. Timmy Taylor's one of these good all rounders as well. You can almost have Timmy Taylor's with anything.
Yeah.
A good refreshing pint.
Yeah.
But it has to be kept well as well, because there's some Timmy Taylor's which are, if it's not kept well, can be a bit off. The bottle is always nice, but the bottle always stays at this level. Whereas if you get a decent kept Timmy Taylor's, from the hand pull, it takes it to that level.
Yeah, and funny enough, I was watching this is nothing to do with this wine, of course, but I was watching an American, James Corbin, the English guy that does the late night show.
I do.
And he was interviewing a star that I didn't recognise, but obviously everyone else did. Doesn't mean anything I didn't. And he was talking about when he was in London, Timothy Taylor's. Got to try a pint of Timothy Taylor's. So, hey, internationally referring.
Well, didn't Madonna used to have she used to get a keg or something, a cask once a week when she was living in London?
Yeah, I think she did, yeah. I think it's when she was wearing those pointed bras that she used to do it.
That was way back when. She'd break the seal with one of them. But no, back to the wine. Nice, juicy, big.
Yeah.
And again, for £8, this costs £8.
It did. I think Zinfandel, you normally expect. Is this what an alcohol content is of this? Do we know?
14.5.
Okay, so that's pretty heavy as well. And so, to be fair to it, then to combat that sort of alcohol level, it's got to be pretty powerful and.
Yeah, because that was not something that you generally when you're drinking those, you're drinking a 14.5%. And that throughout that tasting, then not one point did I think that's keen on the alcohol. Not all.
No.
Well, you can see.
Absolutely. So let's do a score, shall we?
Yep. Shall I score first this time and you try and guess?
Yeah, why not?
Well, Again, because I know what this is a little bit different because I know what Zinfandel should taste like, and for me it kind of ticks boxes in that respect. Price wise,
are you saying I don't know what Zinfandel is?
I would not dream of such a thing, John.
You would be right. But
After all years of training and tasting wines together, I know you would know. So, with that said, and the price, again, it's going to be a pretty high score from me because it's a very nice wine. So I'm going to go straight up and say 81.
Are you?
I am.
Okay, well I'm going to go at 83 because I think that's. Ooh. I was tempted to go a little bit above it actually, but But no, I go 80. I go 80. I think I was going to go 84, but then you said your figure, and I thought perhaps I ought to nudge it down a bit. So.
Why? If you like it, if you
I'll
like
go
it.
84.
Right, so it's good score in there. Good score.
Great value for money. Fantastic value for money.
I think that's what's really swaying as well because although it's delicious, it's only £8.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think wine can be a bit like, unless you're lucky and you find the right one, actually to get it sort of by a big degree difference, you have to pay a lot of money, don't you? Do you know what I mean? So if you paid another £5-8, you'd probably find it only marginally different in terms of quality taste. Yeah. You'd probably have to go into sort of like the 25-30 quid to have a significant discernible difference. To
really take that, unless there's exceptions, which is something that you particularly enjoy, there's a flavour you particularly enjoy. Yeah, then you could just go for it. But yeah, you'd have to go a long way and pay a lot more to beat that. Yeah.
And yours has gone, John.
Imagine, John,
so unusual. That is so unusual.
A hole in my glass or something.
So with that, we wish you all the best. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please give us the thumbs up. And if you fancy making sure that you know when we next produce a video, click the little bell and you'll be notified as soon as we publish another video. And so until the next time, we're looking forward to seeing you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.